What do you think, though, could be done to assist individuals like yourself in expanding this industry? At the top of the show, I talked about, when we did the introduction, Sidney Poitier, Esther Roll, Roxy Roker. These were pioneers for African-American actors, but certainly, with Bahamian roots as well, certainly inspiring generations, eventually individuals like yourself. But what needs to be done here at home from your perspective?
I think the first thing that we have to do as Bahamians, we need to change our mentality. That starts really up here. I think that, Bahamians don't support Bahamians as much as we're supposed to. We support the foreign, the foreign is better. I think we really need to change, to look at ourselves and examine our mentality, because it has to be something wrong when people, would invest in a foreigner before they invest in their own local talent. I mean, some of the things that they do, we can do even better. And I think, I don't know, as far as it goes as capital, we really need a capital resource. We need a real studio, we need a real sound stage. I don't know if you really know, Universal Studios was actually started by GE, which is General Electric. There's a bigger company that started, a secondary company. And, they actually, own that studio. And I think if we can get local businesses, Bahamian businesses, I know they have the money to do it, if we can get them to pool in a capital, we can start an actual studio. It starts there. And you have to have people with that kind of mentality, because we really need to change that aspect. And we can't depend on tourism and banking forever. There's an immense talent of singers and actors and writers in this country, and it's not being utilized. And I think we really need to step in and take it before someone else does.
Your stuff is blowing up on the internet, and how many Bahamians really know about you and know your work?
Well, I would have to say not much knows about me, because a lot of times when I'm linking a site where you can listen to my music, a lot of people there are astonished. They're like, "Oh my God, you've been on my page all this time, and we didn't even know you sing." I heard your music, and it was so awesome. You sound like somebody else. It's always you sound like somebody else, or I would have never thought it was you. Why wouldn't you never thought it was me? I mean, come on, we have the talent here. It's been proven. It's been preached everywhere that we have the talent. We've heard it. We've seen it. But I mean,
what do you need to get your work? What do you need more of to make you bigger first at home? I mean, you're marketing yourself internationally using the social networks and the internet, which is good. But I want to be able to say, she's my home girl. She's my Bahamian sister. I'm proud of the work that she's doing. But there's so many people out there who don't know anything about you.
Well,
what's needed? What do we need to do to get you out there?
Well, I would say what we need to get me out there, or anyone else that's doing the same thing I'm doing, is host more local concerts, where we can I have just a Bahamian thing. It doesn't have to always be about, calypso and soca and junkanoo, but other people are doing much more different sounds now. I mean, it's 2011, so we're looking at pop, we're looking at rap, we're looking at hip-hop, everything else that is international, or that is really the biggest deal right now, that the young people are listening to, even some of the old people they're now listening to, or whatever, are being drawn to. So I feel that we should host more local concert. It doesn't have to be where we're getting paid for it or anything like that. It's just something to showcase our talents, something to say I'm a singer, something to say purchase my music on iTunes, something to say that I am Sion, that this is a Bahamian product here. This is not anything that is abroad. This is just all Bahamian. And so I just feel like that's the only thing that we need. We need more persons to, like he was saying, in regards to monies, other persons who can actually distribute our products, someone who can invest the money into our talents, someone who can manage our products for us. I mean, because we have a lot of persons that know other people that are really big out there, but they refuse to let you in on that offer. But if they can just go ahead and just distribute something that is good, I mean, think about what benefits you're going to get from it as the person that put the time into making that product the final to do. So I think that's all we really need, just a distribution deal, something like that.
There are arguments out there that the music that artists like yourself and others may be putting out is not indigenously Bahamian, or is not Bahamian.
Well, I'm Bahamian, so it is Bahamian, and that's the bottom line. You know, you can't. I'm not trying to really go off the topic, but I mean, Rihanna, she is Barbadian. Okay, she's singing pop, and no one is really, you know, blacklisting her and telling her it's not Bajan music. But I'm Bahamian, or whatever, and if I want to sing pop and I have a Bahamian figure behind it or whatever, that's just my sound. That's just what I prefer. I want to get the Bahamas out internationally, just like every place else, just like Jamaica, just like Trinidad, just like every place else. Why is it taking us so long to get there? And when we have the talent, it doesn't have to be, like I said, calypso and rake and scrape all the time. But let's step out of that circle sometimes and always looking at it as culture. You know, culture is you and me. Culture is Sion. Culture is this gentleman here. Culture is just everyone, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.